The mic's on, okay? I graduated San Francisco State in 1962, and between 62 and 64, when you guys were founded, I remember in my day the big issue. I think the Eric Lincoln book on black Muslims in America had just come out. There was a lot of debate between the guys at Berkeley, the black guys at Berkeley, and the black guys in San Francisco over the violence, nonviolence thing that you mentioned. But I'm more interested, and I also remember I was an escort for the debutante ball at the Claremont, so I know the Berkeley thing. I'd like to know a little bit more about those 4 years between 62 and 66, if you remember. How did that spring up? I also remember the tension between the Bay Area and Southern California in those days, and the fact that the blacks in Oakland were able to get together with the blacks in Southern California. How did that happen?
Between 62 and 66, I'm not sure I understand the tension that you're talking about. In 62, I don't think I had a political thought in my head. Just working and trying to raise a family, as a matter of fact. And Huey was then a college student at Merritt College. The origin of the party is 1966. And Los Angeles was the first of our chapters. The only tension that we had from our inception was this ideological struggle between the cultural nationalists and our Black Panther Party, whose ideology, our philosophy was always a class analysis based on coalition politics. That is something that still is at the top of our agendas in the black community these days. Inclusive in that, of course, is this whole class struggle. So we were always opposing and rejecting what we considered a very reactionary ideology manifest in people who had the ideology of separation, Pan-Africanism, or racism. We always saw our struggle as being a struggle involved with all oppressed people. Thus, our slogan became all power to the people, which, by the way, is just another Greek word for democracy. So we were always involved in working with whites, and as I mentioned earlier, we worked with the gay rights movement. Here's another note for you. We worked with the Asians. I don't think there's been a group to this very day that has had the kind of coalition that we engendered with the Red Guard in San Francisco, who used to come to our political education classes, who dressed like us. Iwakun for the Filipinos, for people from Pacific Islanders. There must have been 30 groups that imitated our Black Panther Party. So the only tension that was really of any concern with us was the contradictions between us and the state that was oppressing all minority people. But other than that, we were busy about trying to organize in our communities and put into practice our 10-point program.